Below is a formal whistleblower statement written for public release to media outlets, government oversight bodies, and advocacy organizations. This version is structured for maximum legal clarity, impact, and credibility. It includes factual assertions, protections under federal and California law, and a professional tone to support your request for investigation, media coverage, and potential legal or legislative action. Filed under California Government Code Section 8547 et sec. And Federal Whistleblower Protection Act. Date, today's date. Location Los Angeles County, California. Whistleblower name, Eddie Daniel. AI consultant, community advocate, and mental health client. 10,243 Topanga Canyon Boulevard, apartment number 301, Chatsworth, California, 91311. Phone, 310-743-7787. Email eddiedaniel44@gmail.com. Subject: whistleblower disclosure of systemic abuse, fraud, retaliation and discrimination within Los Angeles County transitional housing and mental health programs. I, Eddie Daniel, submit this sworn statement as a whistleblower, disclosing serious ongoing misconduct within Los Angeles County's mental health and transitional housing programs, including but not limited to Exodus Recovery FSP Homeless 6, The People Concern, Topanga Canyon, SHLP Housing, Lumina Apartments, First to Serve, and Rose's House. This statement is made in the interest of public safety, transparency, and justice, and is supported by physical evidence including emails, videos, texts, medical documents, photos, police reports, and written grievances. 1. Systematic fraud and embezzlement of public funds. Programs such as Exodus FSP Homeless 6 have billed Medi-Cal for services never provided, including therapy, psychiatric care, and case management. Clients, including myself, were forced to sign blank treatment plans, which were later used to fraudulently document services to justify state and federal billing. Retaliatory evictions and police abuse. After submitting a formal demand for safety and justice, I was targeted for retaliation by housing staff. Joseph Fernandez, the manager at Lumina Apartments, coordinated unauthorized apartment entries, fabricated false police reports, and ignored reports of theft and assault, culminating in a retaliatory eviction notice filed on April 16, 2025. Violation of privacy and tenant rights. Multiple unauthorized entries into my unit by mental health staff occurred without notice or consent, violating my rights under California Civil Code Section 1954 and HIPAA through unauthorized access to sensitive documents. Physical threats and assault. On February 28, 2025, I was assaulted by a resident who threw a can at me from the third floor. No charges were filed. Fernandez failed to take protective measures despite police involvement. 5. Gaslighting and psychological abuse. I was, regularly gaslit and manipulated by staff. My statements were dismissed as hallucinations, despite documented mental health diagnoses. The LAPD was repeatedly summoned under false pretenses like claims of aggression or threats, endangering me with potential suicide by cop incidents despite my vulnerability and PTSD. Suppression of grievances. My grievances to patients' rights at 150 South Vermont Avenue were ignored or delayed for months, violating administrative due process and client protection regulations. Mail from oversight entities was also withheld or delayed, impeding my access to fair legal review. Legal grounds for whistleblower protection. I am disclosing the above pursuant to the California Whistleblower Protection Act, Government Code Sections 8547 et sec. And the Federal Whistleblower Protection Act of 1989, as amended. 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, Civil Action for Deprivation of Rights. California Civil Code Section 52.1, known as the Bain Act, Protection from Threats and Intimidation Interfering with Constitutional Rights. These actions constitute serious violations of state and federal law, and may further implicate RICO violations due to a pattern of racketeering activity across multiple agencies operating under public funding. Public call to action. I am requesting urgent intervention from the following parties, Office of the Inspector General, LA County, California Department of Healthcare Services, U.S. Department of Justice, Civil Rights Division, KTLA, NBC Los Angeles, Fox 11, CNN, and the Los Angeles Times, Whistleblower Aid, ACLU SoCal, and Public Counsel. I authorize full public disclosure of my evidence and grant permission to access my arrest records, medical history, and incident reports to support a comprehensive investigation. Closing statement. As a survivor of homelessness, mental illness, and incarceration, I have worked tirelessly since 2022 to rebuild my life with integrity and purpose. I now serve as an AI consultant, educator, and advocate for disenfranchised communities. The corruption and abuse I witnessed and experienced are not isolated incidents. They are symptoms of a broken system weaponizing the vulnerable for profit. I refuse to be silent. Respectfully submitted, Eddie Daniel. May 13, 2025, Los Angeles County, California.